there's no team that I've been on that the number one option don't get the ball during a tie score situation. When LeBron took the ball, it was a tie ball game. It was like 100-100 or something like that. LeBron went for a pick and roll with the white guy, got the white guy on him, drove to the basket. Giannis kept pursuing him, and Giannis said, "Get that out of here." What I'm saying is, during that time, the ball should have been swung to Luka. Luka is the number one option, correct?
When Kwame Brown speaks, it's never quiet. He doesn't whisper, sugarcoat, or fake it for the cameras. This time, he's taking direct aim at LeBron James, the so-called king, the face of the league for 20 years, and according to Kwame, the very man holding his own team back. The debate isn't whether LeBron's still great. It's why he's still acting like the number one option when everyone can see the team already has one.
I'm confused on who's the number one option now. LeBron is going up to the free throw line taking free throws when he's a horrible free throw shooter compared to his teammates. Then when it's crunch time, LeBron is having a decent game, but Luka is averaging 30. He's the number one scorer on y'all team. Why doesn't he have the ball?
Here's the real uncomfortable question everyone's dodging. When the game's on the line, should the ball still be in LeBron's hands, or has that moment officially passed?
You might need to be a facilitator. And if it gets your team a win, then the media shouldn't come down on you because you didn't have that average. Especially a bunch of people that don't know about basketball. And I think that's what they've done to the minds of our superstars. They screwed them up. They're not real basketball players no more. They just want to get numbers. And if they don't, the media gonna pick on them. I got to make a certain number to be an all-NBA player.
Facts.
Why would I care about winning? I just want to hit my numbers.
Kwame's making people face what fans have been ignoring for years because of the name on that jersey. In crunch time, tied game, season hanging in the balance, who should really have the rock? The 41-year-old vet with shaky free throws? Or the elite scorer dropping 30 a night, the one the whole offense is supposed to flow through? Kwame didn't stutter. He said there's no debate. In his eyes, Luka is the number one option, period. And in any era, any system, the number one option touches the ball in the big moments. Then Kwame broke down the play that set all this off, the one that had everyone heated. Tie game, pick and roll, LeBron hunts for his matchup, drives straight at the rim, and runs right into Giannis, one of the baddest defenders on the planet. Giannis doesn't blink. He doesn't care about names or moments. He just swats that shot out of there. Kwame says that's the problem right there. That ball never should have been in LeBron's hands. It should have been swung to Luka. Let him decide to shoot or create. That's basketball 101.
What I'm saying is, during that time, the ball should have been swung to Luka. Luka is the number one option, correct? There's no team that I've been on that the number one option don't get the ball during a tie score situation.
What makes this sting even more is that LeBron's entire career has been about making the right play. He's been praised for passing in the clutch, defended for trusting teammates instead of forcing shots. But Kwame says something's changed. This isn't about basketball anymore. It's about ego. He says LeBron's hearing the noise, reading comments, watching Skip Bayless talk trash, and refusing to accept that he's not that guy anymore. According to Kwame, that drive wasn't confidence, it was insecurity. Then came the free throw rant. Kwame torched him for it. He called out LeBron for walking up to the line in key moments when everyone knows he's not the best shooter on the floor. He reminded fans of that game against the Suns, when LeBron bricked critical shots and needed multiple attempts just to scrape a few points. The issue isn't missing. Everyone misses. But why are you forcing the moment when you're not the best choice to handle it? Kwame says this all ties into something deeper. LeBron's contract situation. No extension, no guarantees. Just tension and rumors that this might be his last season in LA, and that pressure, it's leaking onto the court. Instead of fully embracing a new team hierarchy, LeBron's still trying to prove he's the alpha. Still showing the league, the front office, and the fans that he deserves superstar money even at 41 or 42. Kwame says that ego keeps showing up at the worst times, and here's where it really cuts deep for LeBron fans. Kwame didn't just question LeBron's decisions, he questioned his motives. He said LeBron cares more about his stat line than the scoreboard. He wants his 25, his 30, his 34 points, so the headlines look nice. Winning's cool, but the numbers keep the legacy safe. And that's the kind of statement that burns, because it flips the whole image LeBron's been building for 2 decades. He even dropped a bomb. He said the Lakers actually looked better without LeBron while he was out. That's wild, but he doubled down, saying the team played smoother, the chemistry clicked, and the ball moved naturally. Then LeBron came back, and everything changed. He slowed the rhythm, forced the offense into his pattern again. Sure, they still won some games, but something felt off. The energy wasn't the same. Kwame says that's not coincidence. It's control. And maybe, just maybe, the Lakers' biggest problem isn't their opponents. It's the man who refuses to let go of the crown. That Giannis moment hit different for another reason too. It wasn't just a block. It was a statement. Kwame used it as a perfect contrast. Giannis is built from that old-school mold. A real superstar who plays both sides, doesn't just chase highlight numbers and actually guards the best player and still goes hard on offense. Kwame gave Giannis his flowers for staying fearless, not freezing up, not bowing down, just hooping. That block wasn't personal. It was professional. And to Kwame, it symbolized the league finally moving past LeBron's era of automatic respect and stepping into a new age where you earn it every night. From there, Kwame took it up a notch. He went off on the system itself. He wasn't just taking shots at LeBron. He was firing at the whole setup. He said modern basketball's gone soft, rewarding flash over grind, points over defense, and contracts over championships. According to Kwame, today's players are trained to chase averages because that's what the media and brands glorify. You don't get paid for locking up the best scorer anymore, he said. You get paid for dropping 30, even if you lose. That hit deep. And Kwame didn't even give Luka a full pass. While he backed him as the top offensive option, he still pointed out his defensive flaws. He reminded everyone that when the playoffs hit and the lights get hot, defense still wins. He said the old legends were built different. They carried the load on both ends, no excuses. If the shot wasn't falling, they dished the ball. If defense was needed, they locked in and made stops. That flexibility, Kwame said, that's what greatness really means. Meanwhile, LeBron at 41, Kwame says he's chasing a storyline, not a championship. He wants the viral graphics, the record-breaking headlines, the "look what I'm doing at this age" kind of hype. And while that's impressive, Kwame says it comes at a cost. Team success. When you're so focused on proving something to the world, you stop trusting the team around you. You start fighting for validation instead of victory. That's why Kwame keeps calling this version of LeBron a fraud. Not because he's denying the man's legacy, but because what he's seeing now doesn't match what LeBron preaches. Kwame called him out as a player who talks team ball but demands the spotlight. A guy who claims he makes the right play but forces the moment when pride's on the line. Someone who smiles for the cameras after the game but privately celebrates the box score more than the scoreboard. And that's what makes this whole debate explode, because both sides can pull receipts. LeBron's still putting up numbers, no doubt. The stats are real, the longevity's insane. But as Kwame said, basketball ain't played on spreadsheets, it's played in moments. And in that moment, with the game tied and the world watching, LeBron didn't fail because he missed. He failed because he took that shot. Now the question hanging in the air is brutal. What happens next? Do the Lakers hand Luka the closer role once and for all? Do they make it public that the torch has been passed? Or do they keep pretending there's no tension while everyone sees the cracks forming? Because the longer this power struggle lasts, the louder voices like Kwame Brown's are gonna get. At the end of the day, Kwame's message isn't about hate, it's about accountability. Even legends don't get a free pass when their choices mess with team chemistry. He's just saying what a lot of fans whisper behind closed doors. The days of giving LeBron automatic control might be done. And if LeBron can't accept that, then this friction is here to stay. So now the ball's literally in LeBron's hands. Does he step back and really empower the next man when it counts? Or does the ego show up again in those final possessions? Because reputations in the NBA don't vanish overnight, but these little moments, they pile up, and people are watching closely. In the end, Kwame says this isn't about one bad possession. It's about where LeBron's head is right now. Because when you're truly confident in your place, you don't have to prove it. You just play. You trust the system, you trust the hierarchy, and most importantly, you trust the guy who's been carrying the scoring load all season. And right now, that guy is Luka. Whether LeBron fans want to admit it or not, both the numbers and the eye test are screaming the same truth. What makes it even crazier is that LeBron's been preaching make the right basketball play his whole career. But when it's time to actually do it, he's not following his own rule. See, the right play has nothing to do with legacy, contracts, or proving haters wrong online. The right play is about one thing: Who gives your team the best chance to win right now? And driving straight into one of the league's best defenders instead of passing to your hottest scorer. That's not the right move, no matter how big your name is. This is why the LeBron conversation feels so different these days. Before, criticism didn't stick because the man had rings to shut everyone up. Winning covered everything. But now, when the Lakers are struggling, when the chemistry looks off, and when younger stars are clearly ready to take control, every bad possession turns into a headline. Every late-game decision becomes a test of whether LeBron is lifting his team or holding them back. Kwame Brown isn't out here saying LeBron was never great. He's saying the game has evolved, and LeBron hasn't accepted his new role in it. Great leaders know when to step forward and when to step aside. If LeBron really wants to keep his impact alive, that shift has to come soon, because the longer he waits, the more awkward it looks. And that's what makes this situation so dangerous for the Lakers. It's not just about this season, it's about their whole direction. Are they building around the future, or are they stuck in the past because of a name and nostalgia? You can't have it both ways. Half measures only create chaos when the game's on the line. So the question that's hanging over everything, should Luka be the unquestioned closer now, or does LeBron still deserve that final shot? The team's running out of time to decide, and fans everywhere are watching every possession like it's a courtroom verdict. Drop your thoughts below. Should the Lakers finally hand over the keys, or should LeBron keep driving till the wheels fall off? Smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, share this with your crew, and let's keep this conversation going in the comments. See you on the next one.